Hey everybody, and welcome back to Superman Crypto. In this video, we're going to look at TitanX, which has been doing amazing on the Ethereum chain. There is a massive payout coming up on a TitanX in over a day's time. We're currently on day 54. Day 55 is the last day for people to stake the TitanX, and on day 56, people are going to get paid something to the amount of $4.9 million. We're expecting on the current run rate for the 8-day payout to be $1.2 million. That's up that level, and of course around about 3.7 to 3.8 million in the 28-day payout. So the 8-day and the 28-day payout happen to be colliding that day. On day 56 the payout will be made. Day 55 you have to be staked, of course, which is about to happen. Day 55 is about to start in just under an hour and 40 minutes. So that's your last day to stake on day 55. So it's going to be amazing to see. $4.9 million, something in that ballpark, will be paid out to stakers at the moment. We're seeing a massive uplift in staking the last 3 days, in particular today, day 54. So day tomorrow will be no different, probably well in excess of 200 billion to be staked tomorrow. It's going to be pretty incredible to see. Now, the buy and burn has also been going up dramatically as well. We're currently at 6,500. That's up well over 200 Ethereum. I think it's something like 220 Ethereum increase, despite the fact that the buy and burn at the moment is 3.3 ETH per 6 minutes, which is about 7 or 8 burns an hour, burning something like 210 billion a day at the moment, which is incredible. So 210 billion TitanX being burned today, which is amazing. So 14.3 million in the V2 and 9.8 million in the V1 is backup. And will we see V1 operate tomorrow as well? It'll be interesting. Or maybe in the later part of December, early part of January. It's going to be fun to see that play out. The other thing on the stats at the moment, with an hour and 40 minutes to go on day 54, is that liquid has been going down dramatically. Started off very high and now is well below. We got liquid now at 6.78. Where's most of that been going? Well, surprising, or maybe not surprising, is most of it's been going to staking. We're at 1.9 billion staked now, and that's continuing to climb. So it's pretty amazing. The burn, though, is still doing amazing. Almost 3.25 trillion, just over 3.25 trillion now has been burned, which is amazing. And you can see the burn is 58.52%. The staked is 1.9 billion, which is 34%, and the liquid is pretty low, 6.78, 378 billion. That being said, of course, we're expecting a massive day. I think it's something like 670 billion is coming out for day 55. But I suspect a lot of that will get staked too. It's going to be a bit of a battle of the whales in the US time for trading. That's probably when we've seen the most volatility, but probably in the final closing 6 hours, probably expect the price to rally as people, late whales and stuff like that come in to stake. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see that. I think we've seen staking percentage over the last couple of days go down about 25%, something like that. So tomorrow's going to be add to that. So there has been a bit of dilation in the shares, but of course the payouts have been going up. And the payouts there at about $14.9 million expected to be allocated. Now on day 57, of course, day 56, sorry, after the day gets paid, a lot of that will get recycled back into the system. And so the 8-day will start filling up pretty dramatically. And also the 28-day and the rest of the payouts, 90-day, 369, and 888-day as well. So it's going to be a pretty big recycling day on the 26th there. Now, people obviously mining a lot. There's a lot of short stake strategies, a lot of long-term strategies, and some in the middle now. And of course, staking is happening a lot at the moment, with the share rate is going up against you every day. So a lot of people want to get those early positions for 2024 bull run into early 2025. So pretty amazing at the moment. You can use the calculator, of course, for mining and staking to work out what shares you're going to get, and of course what rewards you will get at the moment. So having a quick look at the staking at the moment, so 100 million TitanX, that's worth $548. It's going to get you $52 and $203 on day 56. And of course, that's about $155 at the moment. That's what you can expect to get, which is probably about 45% of your capital back at the moment on TitanX value. Some people are going to try and get a lower price on the price at the moment on TitanX, which is currently at 5,461. There's a bit of a tussle here. You can see the whales selling, but whales buying up afterwards. So I've been targeting these sales here. So there's been quite a lot of support from buying whales versus selling whales. And the next 24 hours is not going to be any different, or next 26 hours, I should say, will be no different. You can see during the morning at the US time, with a lot of US traders and minters out here, this is when we're seeing all that violent stuff, and also in the afternoon in Aussie time. So going pretty good at the moment. Looking at the overall numbers, we've got some pretty cool numbers as well. We've got, let's just refresh the Mike Dean dashboard. This is one of the 4 main dashboards, probably the main one that's used for most people. 29.7 thousand ETH has gone through TitanX so far in 54 days. And of course, 9,829 users. This will all hit new milestones tomorrow. We'll be over 30,000 ETH in the system. And of course, over 10,000 users. And of course, we're on day 54, so it's a pretty amazing numbers. Looking at the amount of ETH coming in, it's been spectacular. We had 716 ETH on day 52. That lifted to 847 on day 53, and on day 54, 1,193 ETH have gone to the system. Currently at 340, and that's just about 8 hours into the day. So it's a long way to go there. We also had a massive 485 billion minted on day 54, with 64 on day 55 so far. And of course, we'll check up on that tomorrow. We're expecting about 670 billion for day 55. So that's a big number, right? That's 60. A lot of that's going to stake. I imagine at least maybe, I can't remember my numbers, but around maybe 300 billion or something. It's going to be a pretty big number. We saw over 200 billion so far staked. So, and that was on 470. So you can imagine it's probably going to be something like 300 billion plus. It's going to be a pretty big deal there. I wish I remember the exact number that I had, but that is the play. This is the current future supply. Obviously, we've got a lot of short cyclers in here, and they're starting to fill out February too. We've got a day, obviously the 28-day payout in the middle of January. Then at the 25th, I think it is, we've got the 9-day payout. And then, of course, by the time we get into February, with 15th, we've got another payout there, double payout, and so on. So it just keeps going through the year. We've got the big white wall, as we're calling it. That's got a 10 trillion coming out in the future in August. So obviously, it's going to be a bit of volatile times, despite all the good pump mentals and TitanX. And then, of course, a bit of a break here before we get another wave of inflation. But of course, that is the second half of the bull market, one that people are expecting. So it's going to be fun to see what happens there. We're probably expecting hyper somewhere in February and March. So that's going to be fun to see. And that's going to be another game changer, burning off a lot of TitanX. So you got a lot of expensive TitanX up here, making some pretty good X's. But of course, the cheap TitanX, the low-cost TitanX is the one further out. You get a lot more volume. But that's changing pretty fast on the miners rate there. So the miners rate is expected to go down pretty dramatically. We're at 6,643,000 now. Day 84, that gets to 6 million. So the mining value gets away from you pretty quickly. So if you're not successfully compounding, then this is going to go against you. You want to get some long miners as well. Getting that inflation before hyper comes in, it's going to make TitanX even more illustrious there. So I think we've had well over 5 trillion minted out so far, and there's a lot more to come, as you can see. Future roadmap. So it's going to be fun to see how that plays out. So we've got some pretty key dates coming up, though. So let's have a look at some of those. Obviously, the double days about to happen. That's going to be so much fun. That's in just over 24 hours away. And then, of course, we got a couple 8 days over the New Year period. And then, of course, then we get, like I say, to the main event there, 18th of January, 28-day, and then 90-day. But, of course, there's 4 of those sort of payments for stakers happening in that time period before you get into February there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. In 2024, you can see all the paydays for stakers. And hyper is going to be out probably February, early March, somewhere in that ballpark. But it's going to be really cool to see. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick review. Let's watch this price over the next 25 hours or so. It's going to be fun to see what it looks like. And, of course, we've got a bit of selling pressure as we speak. All right, hope you go and enjoy that. Let me know in the chat there what your strategy is around TitanX. Are you cycling? Are you doing a mid-term strategy? Are you doing a long-term? Or are you doing a bit of both? Let us know in the chat there. And, yeah, $4.9 million, $4.9 million expected to be paid out in just over 24 hours on day 56. So get your stakes in by day 50, the end of day 55, which is about to start in about an hour or so. All right, take care. Bye for now.